I'm waiting for it to show up on Twitch. There it is. We're live.
There it is.
Welcome, gamers and other gamers, to
Gamers and gamerettes.
another day of you guys being trapped with us while we
Yeah,
cast.
if just in case you forgot what HE double hockey sticks looks like, here you go. Just in case.
Our producer's stuck in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
So,
guy.
but more serious, we have the gaming golems versus the Plymouth PMAs. Interesting matchup. Yeah, you want to do some analyzing
I
over
do.
there?
So, for everybody who doesn't know, sadly, the Djibouti Shorts have lost to the PMAs, albeit it was map 6, so at least it was an extra long
series.
one. Yeah.
That game should have been streamed.
It should have been. What a tragedy that it wasn't.
Yeah.
Ahem, ahem. Nudge, nudge.
Anyways, yeah, the PMAs they kind of have a very solid lineup in general. They have Invictus main tank, which he is known for his hit scan, but I mean his main tank ain't too shabby.
It isn't. It really isn't. It was kind of a surprise too, because when you hear the name Invictus, you don't think tank. Like, you think of the hit scan, you think of the Ashe, the Kree.
Pew pew guy, you know?
Yeah. And then he goes and he's playing this actually solid main tank, and it's kind of impressive actually. Like, you would not have expected that. And the same thing could almost be said for Marty as well, because Marty did play a bit of the off tank in our game with them.
I don't see Marty here,
also
though.
Is he not here?
I don't know. They may be running just who's this other lineup.
Oh, Charlie's trying to hurry him up.
Let's quickly do analysis. Kraken, he can do many things. Ekrim, he kind of do a lot of things. His SR kind of high. His Echo, go burr burr burr. Maple, good aimer. Good aimer Maple. There's no one to be underestimated.
Thanks, Rex. Thanks. All right, hold on. Calm down. All right. No, Ekrim was very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I honestly, going into this match, like, if you even compare the DPS lines, one is significantly more standout than the other. No offense to Strudel or Uber, but Uber is the main tank dude. Uber is the Rhine, the Shatter Man, and I don't know, Strudel's kind of more of a support player, in my opinion.
I mean, Strudel's DPS is nothing to scoff at, though.
Yeah, that is true.
And Uber, I have heard saying that Uber is grinding his DPS, and it's actually getting pretty nice.
Ready for battle.
And then also, let's quickly do an analysis for the rest of the golems. We have Rusty Goomba, the Rat King, the man who just didn't die last season for no good reason. And then, he plays the monkey. He can sometimes just...
do we have a pause already?
He doesn't really play Reinhardt that much. It gives us more time. Oh,
yeah.
Look
Thanks,
at this.
guys. Thanks, Maple. Very helpful.
Then we also have one of Charlie's
who we have
friends.
nothing about. We know nothing about this man.
Unbind Shift, aka Potato, spelled kind of weird.
Yeah, spelled kind of strange.
Kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure.
Very high SR for a tank player. So
yeah,
let's see how that
goes. Pretty sure Potato is when there's a Rhine comp. Rusty, he doesn't like that character, so usually Potato goes onto that. Then also, let's just quickly talk about their DPS and their support. It's Charlie and Llama King. Solid support lineup.
Especially going into the support lineup of the PMAs, which are kinda a little bit unknown / not necessarily as standout. Anyways, we're going into the first fight here. We're having a rush versus a little bit of a dive happening. Oh, Rusty ints too far, falls to Ekrim, but Ekrim goes down to Uber. Uber on the Reaper this time around. He expected the Kree. Early land comes out from Ribro, and the PMAs seems to be taking this fight pretty fairly. They just seem to be dominating because of the loss of Rusty. And I say that, and Invictus goes down.
Ekrim coming back from the Doomfist here. So the interesting thing with these comps is you see there's the Tracer in like more of like rush style traditional tanks for the PMAs, but then again The Golems are out here with like their Divish Rush, which we saw from the last stage of Overwatch League. But instead of an Echo, you have a Kree, which is kind of interesting. Also,
interesting
Strudel on the
too.
Kree rather
Yeah.
than Uber. And I think, as far as I know, that's one of Uber's more.
Oh, sticky onto Rusty. Rusty goes down to Maple, and a bomb comes in from the PMAs. Also, a coalescence from the Golems. Llama King manages to take out Bashi. Two of them fall on either side, and a shatter comes in from Invictus with a beat to help to counteract that from Charlie. And out comes another bomb and a window from the PMAs. Bomb gets nothing, window gets nothing so far, but Rusty is back in the fight, and the Reinhardt is caught all out on his own, but Rusty falls again to Kraken. Oh,
This is a nice recontest by the
and there's
the Golems
another
here. It did not look winnable.
The DPS line for the PMAs is popping off right now. Just cleaning everything up for them to take this point.
I mean, the point was still lost in the end, but they stalled it for a good amount. Got it all the way up to 60% before they gave it over.
They did. Rusty
Rusty.
managed to get one every single time before he fell, and every single time it was the other Reinhardt.
Rusty has been dying quite a bit at the start of these fights, though, so I think they
True.
might need to be a little bit more careful in this next many fights. Oh,
In
that's-
comes an early bomb from Kraken into the corridor, gets nothing with that.
Oh,
And
Kraken's
Uber
looking for a
seems to be
mech kill.
taking a little bit of a
Kraken
fight
looking
here on
for
the
a
right
mech
side.
he
Akram
gets
he gets the mech kill, no! Out comes a lamp as well from the PMAs, but the shatter and the coalescence there to help this fight. Rusty, oh my god, he's ulting the BAP in the backline, but there's still a fight happening. The Lucio's all alone, no!
This is still... Yeah, I think Golem should just clean up this D.Va gear and they should get
They
capped.
should.
There
This
may
is
be
gonna
some
be a
stack,
clean
some
one.
stalling coming in from PMAs, and gotta watch
Yeah,
out
I
for
don't
that.
think it will last all that long though. They don't really have any else to push into this.
Maple is farming his pulse pretty well, though.
That's true. Mabel has gotten a lot of pulses very quickly. Ekram takes out Strudel on the flank, and another
Watch
on the
man.
flank. But Rusty does take him out. In comes a beat from the Golems. I
There's
guess
the
I was
pulse.
lying. There's the pulse bomb to get to. Rusty does get one in return, and Rusty falls once against the Invictus. And that's...
They didn't get the flip.
They
They didn't
flip
get
it.
the flip. They didn't. I don't think they just focused targets enough. Maple stay alive at 1 HP for way too long at 80%
Maple
those
managed
pulse. Was
to
able
a
to get it,
pulse again.
then get
every
2
single
kills
fight
with it.
Maple has gotten a pulse, and every
Maple's
single
kinda
time he's
just
actually
popping
gotten
off here.
value with it. I'm really surprised that that didn't flip at all. Early high noon from Strudel to help them push through this choke point. The shatter gets 5, and out comes an Uber Blossom. Uber managing to take out one. Strudel
They
takes
need
out
to
one. Another
touch
high noon,
soon.
and they will not be able to touch the point. I'm really sad they didn't get that flip. I'm really sad. I wanted it to go for longer.
Maple's really been doing well farming these pulses and making sure he gets a kill with like each one of them. It's,
that is definitely true.
so
Although I
that's
guess
fun.
in that last one, he did get 2 instead of 1.
Math, you know?
It's a 2-for-1 deal, you know? 2 for 1.
Discounts? Discount double check.
Did you know?
This is not...
I could save you 15% or more on cards.
We are not sponsored. Not yet.
Yeah, not sponsored.
Not yet. Looks
Never.
like just... And
Never.
here we
Let's
go.
be real.
Here we go. Here's Rusty not wanting to play Reinhardt, so Potato is now on that Reinhardt character.
And Rusty on the Devo, which I don't even know if we've seen that before.
He did play it in
Or at least
the
I don't
first
remember
match.
it. Ah, he did?
Golems.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So we're going to be seeing a little bit of a Reaper May versus a Doom Kree, and the Kree falls to the Reaper, and the... Oh, geez, Potato showing his stuff right here. Managing to take out Bashi, and also the... Oh my god, Potato keeps going. Never mind. That's 2 more for him with the single fire strike. And only the D.Va is left out of mech. That's so sad.
Yeah, it's just, you know, even though there's like, if these fights go longer though, I think the Moira healing is gonna run out, and then eventually the PMAs can just run them down because it's Moira versus Bath. Bath can last longer in the fights, but the coalescence is coming up soon as well. Also, there's a shatter on the field.
Nice flash there from Ekram, and a wall to save their skins from Strudel. The legendary Strudel May. And Potato is in there, swinging away at them. Uber takes out 2. And Kraken is once again left just behind the entire enemy team, all alone again. They just keep ignoring him. Yeah, they just keep ignoring him and just pushing the entire rest of the team.
Ults are online. They have Bomb, they have High Noon, they have Window. They should have Doom ult soon, and they coming close to Shatter. On the other hand, the Shatter, Blossom is soon, Beat is soon, Bomb is soon, and you know, May ult might go in, but looks like they're going under. I don't think they're looking for this. They're not looking for this.
Right here. And Ekram's on the flank as well. Uber manages to force out the flash. Bomb comes in, gets nothing. So does the... Oh, and there comes the 3-man shatter from Invictus. And out comes the Uber Blossom in order to counteract that, to make him stop. Invictus charges in, gets nothing. Ribro here's another window from him. And the freeze! The freeze brings down 2. And Rusty gets 3. Oh my god.
You know, they won,
kill.
but at what cost? They used Bomb, they used Shatter, they used Blossom, they used Freeze, and they used Beat. So the only thing they have here is Coalescence coming up soon. So they may have to take an aggro fight with it before the other team can use ults.
It was a beautiful combo there from Rusty and Strudel.
May want to have some of those back at least, because Beat's coming back along with High Noon.
They will be coming up on a Coalescence here. Out comes an early High Noon from Ekram. The wall to slow the push from Strudel is big, actually, because it gets Invictus. And out comes a Coalescence here from Llama King. Llama King trying to save his team, keep them up, but also taking out 2 with it. And they managed to flip the point. Oh my god. Potato almost charging off the edge. I guess you really should unbind that shift sometimes.
And that's just that's just sad.
Poor Invictus.
That looked a lot better because I don't know, just Potato on the Rhine kind of just sat.
Potato on the Rhine was pretty impressive, actually.
Kind of just MTDing a bit, and also like a little bit. The PMAs kind of just got stuck in that choke you always get stuck on in your comp games, and you're like, okay, let's just try something else instead of, because people usually just go the opposite way. They don't instantly go low ground, but they did do it unnoticed, but they didn't get the flip there. Because then again, the Golems kind of used 5 ults, and no defensive ults were here. And here's the Echo. Are they gonna give it a Mercy Pocket though?
Legendary Echo.
And yes, also, Golems are staying on this rush. They're not stopping to dive, so I'm guessing they're just gonna meet them at Bell.
I think that's a smart move.
We do have the Mercy Pocket for...
We do. That's gonna be a lot of damage coming in onto this shield here. And a wall comes in from Strudel, blocking off the Reinhardt. That's going to be down with Invictus with Uber in the backline. Uber falls to Ekram though. And Kraken also falls to Potato. The Golems are actually up here. And the PMAs are being forced to back up a little bit as they wait for their teams to respawn.
Ekram is hard farming this dupe though, already at close to 60%, and the highest percent on the Golems is just 43 on Cole. So he's putting in work. He just is that?
And now we have Invictus on the Winston. That's a double bubble coming in. Mabel's just still tickling all these supports. Out comes the dupe from Ekram onto the Diva, trying to force Strudel back. Uber falls, Invictus falls, Vashi falls. That's a 1-up for the Golems. Out comes the bomb from the dupe, and out comes a Coalescence from Llama King in order to help his team stay up through this Echo farming. There's just 2 left all alone on right side as well. Poor Kraken getting staggered a little bit here. Oh, is he gonna stay up?
We're just trying to help him.
Charlie, no! Charlie, run!
Rusty is down here, so if they can get a quick reset and block that shatter, that works too.
2 with the shatter.
But no, Invictus is dead. This fight
I love that
is going so
is
long.
just ignoring the fact that there's an Echo just standing right behind him. He just ignored it.
Pocket Echo, unless you get like the 2 instant headshots.
Get the res onto the Winston as well to help them take this point, which they should. Let's be real. Unless another
Bomb is committed.
Oh my god!
Rusty!
Rusty gets 2 with the remix.
This is okay. This is not like turnable, but
Another
I
echo,
this is actually so turnable.
And the beat is big. Out comes the grab from Kraken, along with the bomb from the Duke.
Blizzard's committed as well.
Blizzard does not get anything in the Blizzard, but it does deter them from touching the point a little bit. And please tell me that's it. Another pin from Potato onto the.
Good amount of ults were committed on the Golems, but they got 99%, so I think that's fine. They can just start banking ults. They just need one fight win on point, get the flip, and then they just kind of just win. But on the other hand, the PMAs only have Nano, so there's probably gonna Nano Monkey in, or maybe Nano Echo, and hope Echo could just burn down someone before a fight begins.
Yeah, they're pushing up left side here, trying to take the fight at the drum. A little bit of tickling. Tracer coming in from behind though.
Again, farming that pulse, and Coalescence in. There's Nano.
And a Nano onto the Winston gets one. The Coalescence also taking out Kraken. A nice sleep from Ribro onto the Reinhardt, and a res from Bashi onto Kraken. Strudel's taking out Ekram in return though. The loss of the Mercy Pocket does hurt. And the fight just keeps continuing on over here in this corner here. Out comes a... Ooh, Winston ult from Invictus.
Bomb's committed.
The team is still pretty much even here though. Especially now that Potato is back right now. No, that's still
that gets another one.
Yeah, that gets another one. They traded there.
Up.
And there's shatter onto the Echo Reinhardt.
This is such a mess.
It really is.
Just trading picks at me at the time. The res is committed.
Well.
I think they
two tanks versus a tank and a DPS.
They need to get these respawns, because if not, I think it might have just been safer for them to regroup.
Well.
But it's still working,
and
so I'm so confused.
But will he get anything? He only gets one with it. And down goes Rusty to the Doomfist. This is just such a staggered fight.
It is, and I don't think it should have been. They should have taken the fight at Drum, lost that, boom, they have ults. But no, now it's 99-99 after just a single fight, pretty much. They didn't bank up ults.
And then Nano comes onto the Doomfist. He one-shots Strudel and another kill onto Llama King. Uber coming back from spawn. Can he even touch? Yeah, he can touch.
Oh, Charlie died with beats.
Out of mech as well. It's just a baby Eva on the point. Reinhardt coming back. He will not be able to touch.
I do not agree with their choice to keep fighting there for that long. I think it was close. That constantly there could have been like, yeah, okay, if we do this, kill this person right here, then we can win this with this second fight. But during that entire long fight, the PMAs had point control, and thus were just farming it for so long. So after their first fight, they're like, all right, we lost a few people. I mean, we're even. We're gonna take doing it. Then we kept trading. Respawns kept coming in. But they're 99 by the time you're like, all right, now's the time that they have the numbers advantage.
Yeah.
So.
And the respawns on the PMAs, because they were running that Winston, that Doomfist, that Tracer, they were a lot faster. They had the much faster return, and that really did hurt the Golems.
Yeah, I mean, it could have worked if they. I just not something I would have liked to do is stay in that fight for that long. Kind of looked like quick play because no one ever wants to regroup.
It appears that we're going on to King's Row here.
Probably gonna see more of the Potato Reinhardt, and the thing that they were doing good at the start was just speeding onto a single target that was isolated.
For sure. We saw that a lot on the.
This was just alone on Monkey, and then they're just like, oh, let's just go on him, just ignore everyone else.
Especially with the walls from Strudel, it was very easy to isolate them, and they were able to get that pick.
We're probably gonna see a comp similar to that then. Probably May, probably Reaper.
I agree.
Rusty probably stays on the D.Va because his D.Va was.
Well, we see the Zarya
stuff.
Well, we see the Zarya.
I don't know how much we're gonna see change.
No, we will not. May creep. Here's the Uber creep.
Also,
this time we
Charlie
do
going
have
Baptiste.
We have glitch in on the Lucio instead of Llama King as well.
This is true. So we do have a
have
Baptiste,
one
which is a
sub,
little
sorry.
bit more traditional in this type of rush. And it looks like we're staying with an Echo and a Tracer. Maple's Tracer kind of do be popping though.
Oh, nope.
Now it's on the Kree.
As we're talking
That's a
about
weird
it.
looking Kree. What the heck am I talking about? That's a Reaper. That's an edgy boy.
That is an edgy boy.
That's a
Are
monkey.
they going instant on the Rhine Zarya map?
They're doing double bubbles, so there's no pocket for Ekram here. Oh, okay. They're still thinking about it. Okay, what are they
haven't
doing?
made up their mind yet. All right, that's yep.
So rush-ish comp. Huh?
But a Brig instead of a Lucio.
But also an Echo. Who's gonna?
Yep.
I guess you can pack the Echo, but I don't know. I think this comp can be ran over kind of easily.
I agree. I think
They
so
just
too.
need to get a single
That's
Maywall.
a nice flash there from Uber. We still there's the
Is on
Maywall.
Zarya.
And Kraken is all alone. Out comes a lamp from Ribro to hopefully save the Zarya, and it did not work. And Strudel
Yeah.
forced the ice block in the back here. His
That's a nice-
team
that's
has
another
come to
Maywall.
his rescue, and another fantastic Maywall from him, but he
Strudel
does
does go
fall
down.
for that.
Akram once again still farming the
We're
dupe.
taking another
But
for a nice
shit.
little stagger to hopefully get them a little bit of time.
Blind Shift also kind of just farming up his ult, along with the Rusty Goomba. So there's
Yeah.
a decent amount of ults. They have Window Fire Strike available, and that's another pick.
And that's another one. And Strudel is already back now. The Maywall
they
has
aren't able-
returned, and out comes a lamp that hits nothing. That is a very, very ambitious lamp.
Both teams have Window Fire Strike up. Also, Uber Zekker does have High Noon, so they have that zoning power if they like go down one and need to zone them out. The dupe is here. Grav is coming soon. The feeder's near you, and Rally's also coming up soon. Oh, the Maywall!
The Maywall! The
Hey,
bomb
so-
gets nothing, but the lamp is there to help save them in the grab, along with a rally from Bashi to hopefully help his team, and out comes the Maple Blossom. Ekram picking off 3 in a row.
goodness.
Charlie just left all alone trying to poke him down.
Yep, there's the ults that we were thinking about.
Yep.
The Golems should have just used their ults and tried to win the fight there, because I mean, the PMAs were kind of stuck at statue for a while, just waiting for their chance. Then just time to press Q. Here we go. Because I mean, they still had window, they still had High Noon. They didn't get a chance to use them. They used bomb. May have blocked that off, which is kind of unlucky. They used shatter. They didn't get much from it. The beat was good if they kind of did stuff after it, but they didn't really.
And the Baptiste did get late spawn here, so we are not going to see a fight for a little bit longer.
PMAs should probably be trying to chase them or take a little bit more space, knowing that late spawn was there. Oh,
And there's the
window
early
fire strike.
window.
There's
And
that's
a
a shatter.
shatter to knock down 4. Uber trying to stop that with the Creoles, but gets nothing with it. And 3, 4 go down. 5 go down.
Yep.
And that's a clean sweep for the PMAs.
Again, ult's coming up. Not much here, but I mean, Maple, knowing how fast you can farming these pulses, maybe if Grav Pulse Bomb may be coming up soon. But they do have the May ults. They only have the May ult, so there's not much here on the Golems, and Rusty's kind of
Yep.
stuck there. Rusty kind of didn't
Rusty
hit the
has
window.
kind of fallen.
Oh no.
Yep.
Invictus though, they land.
Victus dropped
The
below.
lamp.
The lamp is forced out.
He stays
Out
alive.
comes
though.
another lamp in return. Maywell comes in, so does the Grab. Grab only getting 2, but the Mail gets 3, but cannot get a kill with it. And Ekram copies the May. Maple getting a pick with the bomb, and the Golems are forced to back up as the PMAs just roll over them right now.
Mail was committed, but no one was able to touch because they're all
No
grabbed at
one
that
was
point.
able to follow
So,
up on it, yeah.
That's just another unlucky. Maple looking to assassinate on their backline looks like. Also, Strudel on now on the Hanzo.
Strudel is now on the Hanzo, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
The window actually managed to help get a pick there from Uber, although it was rezzed. But Potato did get one in return. And the PMAs are going to back up a little bit here as they wait for their Tracer to come back.
Scatter's gonna be up
Strudel's
soon.
getting
So-
Ekram again, and they will
Okay.
not have res for that one.
That's. I mean, all
They're still
PMAs.
continuing to poke up here, though.
They shouldn't.
They are
though.
not
They should
backing up yet.
Need to save their resources. I mean, Zarya is full energy here. Both Rhines have Shatter. Bomb is here. Oh wait, Golems can bomb Shatter.
They can.
Are they gonna try that?
Are they going to?
The oldest trick in the book.
Ekram is now back, and the Shatter comes down, getting 4. Out comes the Lamp to save them. Strudel takes
there's
out
the
one,
bomb.
but gets res, and the Reinhardt for the Golems does fall. Uber taking out the Tracer, and Strudel falls off the map. Poor Strudel.
Or
Ekram copies the Kree. Kree v Kree, Kree v Kree.
Pre-diff has been established.
The Kree diff has been established.
Echo still has an extra life, so it doesn't matter. Oh, that's not. Oh, no, he's just gone.
Nope.
Invictus
They're
has
not
it
even gonna be
again,
able
so
to
I don't even
touch
think there's. Yeah, this is kind of just.
Oh,
the
that was the beat.
But the Shatter's there. Noon?
The noon from the noon. The noon.
Window noon?
And the wind. No.
The lamp?
The lamp saved them. Yeah.
Hell no. Oh my. Oh
Invictus
my.
Popping. Invictus is
The
popping.
hold on first looked so good, but then they stopped pushing their aggression, and then the PMAs just started setting the pace.
They
And-
literally had they had already picked off Ekram in one fight, and they're just the entire rest of the PMAs was just standing there.
They were standing there. Shield was going low. I don't know what was
And
going on.
they did
there.
not push it.
I think they need to have. I think the Golems, because I mean they have the Rhine, they have the Lucio. They need to do what they did more on Busan, the drum map, and just try and push their aggression more. The Maywall was
Yeah.
working on first, but then they just kind of the PMAs banked their ults and threw them all at one
Yeah,
point.
they just kept going with them,
With-
and the
without-
PMAs got so much more value with their ults than the Golems did.
Yeah. Just kind of lucky, and kind of looks like they're gonna run the same comps on each side, except for Strudel on the Hanzo, maybe trying to poke him out, but I don't really know if that's the choice, because you do have the Pocket Echo, which is kind of just a lot more poke.
The Pocketed Echo does
These
hurt.
fights.
Maple is going to be on the Kree instead of the Tracer this time around.
Yeah, I just think the Golems need to be more like proactive using their ults, maybe plan a bit more, and not just panic ult. Like you saw, like the Shatter hit, 3 go down, and Rusty's like, all right, time to bomb, but then they just land
Yeah.
and nothing happens with it. So I think they need to be set a bit more plans, not just like, all right, let's just use our ults only defensively. They need to be more aggressive with them.
Yeah, for sure. Alright.
That's it.
The
Same
Golems
comps
are going to
for
be
that.
pushing in here. Uber's actually going to take a flank through from Hotel. Ooh, flashes Maple, but does not get anything from it, but a lamp is forced out from both sides.
We're still on that flank. The Reinhardt's not looking at main. They can push. The Reinhardt's in Hotel. Okay, now their shield's low.
They are
They get
pushing.
shield.
And
there goes
down
Echo.
goes Potato because the Echo is strong.
The Echo is going burr, and they're not doing
Echo
anything about it.
Yeah. Uber drops very low, so does Charlie. Forced to use Lamp because of it. Rusty is stuck behind them, though.
He's
Pushing
just
through his
chilling.
hell to get out. He's having fun. Don't mind him.
Windows available for both sides. Window fire strike as always. Oh, Strudel gets
Ekram goes
it.
down in. Rusty pushes Bashi out of the res. Out comes a Lamp
This
to
is so
save the
big.
Mercy. But Invictus is
And
caught
this is
all alone.
isolated. This is isolated.
And
Please
the-
kill him.
The window
goodness.
is used to hopefully save Invictus, but it does not work. And out comes a high noon from Maple. They're just gonna
It
kite
was
that
hiding.
one.
He's scared.
Just hiding from it.
now.
And Uber picks off the Kree. Kree diff has been established. And Bashi flies in and falls to the ground.
That's unlucky. He could have getting picked there. It's kind of just threw him for a
Kraken
loop because
pushing
he
a
had
little bit far,
he had dupe. They had a window, but at this
The
time it
Golems
was
are
just-
pushing in. The lamp has been used from the PMAs and Kraken has fallen.
Keep in mind, the Golems were able to take that without engaging with an ult or like anything like that. The only ultimate they needed was a log from Strudel.
Yep.
If you want to call that an ultimate, sometimes it feels like it. Oh, okay.
Oh,
He
Charlie
did.
did use window. Yeah.
I mean, he has it again. Doesn't matter. That's 6 ults on the board versus just 4 on the other team. So the ult economy is looking good. Let's see if they can do it correctly though, and just
Yep,
not throw them all
the dude
away.
from Ekram onto the Diva to hopefully get some value pushing in. Rusty does use his ult, gets only the lamp with it, and the shatter and the bomb from Ekram bring down 2 total. But Glitch gets one in return, picking off Ekram in the back line. Invictus taking out another one. Yeah, they are. Strudel using dragons, but Kraken uses his grab.
That's a shield.
That was a nice feat from Glitch too to save the Reinhardt. Uber using his ult gets Boshy with it. And the lamp goes down. Uber gets another. Glitch gets another. And Rusty is in the backline, pushing them out away from the window.
Oh, the tanks are so low, though.
The tanks are so low. And Strudel gets Ekram again.
All right. Ult economy, what is that? Let's just use 5 and it's just going to work. On the other hand, the PMAs still made it close with their limited ults. But, I mean, I don't know. Shatter's not close, Beat's not close, so they're gonna wait a lot for that. But then Maple's coming up high noon. Victus should get Shatter in like 1 fight, knowing how quickly he's been charging those, just swinging into everyone. But Strudel does at least have Dragon coming up. And it's also another window from Charlie. There it is.
There's the window.
Big fire strike moments, killing 6, perhaps.
Out comes the lamp from Ribro.
Okay.
High noon from Maple getting nothing, but Charlie does pick off Invictus in return.
Ooh, that dragon!
The dragon isolates Maple, forcing him to stay in the other team. That's so sad.
Even when he's not on May, he's still isolating teammates.
He's still isolating them.
He's still isolating them. I mean, no May won't need it. Just use the dragon instead.
Shatter out from Invictus gets blocked by Potato. Potato is able to swing away until Echo decides to copy him. And there goes a Shatter getting rusty with it. Uber takes out Invictus though, but the Boshy res Invictus up.
Ace needs to reset here.
And Invictus takes out Potato.
Once again, their ult bank is looking pretty good for this next engage. Strudel's been charging these dragons because, you know, Hans will go burn to tanks, kind of farming that. But, oh no, once again, coming up on these ults, but they just need to make a plan, use them together, not just use them like, alright, we're down a person, let's just use an ult and hopefully that makes it fair. But Grab is here.
I think it's been especially prevalent this entire match so far that just the PMA's ult usage, they've always seemed to have gotten far more value. I say that and then Rusty gets 2!
But there's still some Q.
Save the Reinhardt as well. That was an excellent lamp from Charlie to save them from the grab.
It's 3 ults, but then again, the PMAs only have really Valk to contest. Oh, they're swapping the ball too.
And they're using it to contest already.
And he's already, that's...
Out comes another window from Charlie. And the dragon into the spawn from Strudel gets 2. Kraken is demeched before he can even reach the point.
There we go.
They beat them by 4 seconds.
Hey, they win the scrim. Scrim rules, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, that was a lot.
And we're on to round 3 now.
I mean, they still had issues with their ults. They kind of just throwing out their ults, but I mean, they just threw them out better, I guess. Also, I don't think the PMAs were actually as coordinated with their ults and their aggression. Kind of just let them get pushed over half the time. I mean, on attack, the PMAs were a lot better at setting the pace. I don't think they even tried to do that here on the defense.
I think so too, honestly.
They kind of just waited for Ikrim or someone to get the pick, and then they go enough of that instead of, you know, all right, we still do have a main tank who can push up, make more space, but I mean, even with
that's part of the problem with not running Lucio. They are
running Lucio now.
They are, and we're gonna see the Hanzo from Ikram as well.
Let's also take a moment.
Nope, just kidding. It's a Widow.
Let's take a moment to appreciate the pocketed echo damage.
That is a lot of damage.
That's just, you know, you hate to see it. Also,
15.8, and if you look at literally everybody else, that's like twice as much. Yeah.
The healing is a lot more from the golems, though.
That is true.
That's a lot of healing.
That is a lot of healing.
I think one of these teams, whoever sets the
coming
pace,
over on the flank on the right side here.
Whoever sets the pace more is
probably gonna win the series. They push through hotel. Out comes a lamp from Ribro and another lamp from Charlie. Both lamps are forced out very early in this fight. And Strudel takes out the Reinhardt with the Sonic, but Charlie does fall in the back.
That Diva mech being gone means that he cannot go check Maple.
Both of the
Doom on high
DPS
ground,
of the
though.
PMAs are just dancing behind them. Pretty much having free reign right now.
You gotta be careful without that mech to peel with when the Doomfist goes
They
in, though,
do.
because he's kind of just vibing over here, being like.
And they are
"Alright,
also
where's my
down their
time?"
BAP. The Golems are also down their BAP as well.
Oh,
But the remix takes out the lamp. The remix
lamps
takes
gone.
out the lamp. They're giving up quite a few ticks here. Strudel trading Reinhardt's, but the PMAs do take out 2 more, and the Dragon in from Strudel gets nothing.
I think you're gonna want that dragon back, because
Yeah, I think so
unless
too.
he's swapping that dragon's, because you know it's over as soon as they get to overtime. All you need to do is throw every skull you have at the point, and hopefully that just scares him away. But is Rusty being chased here?
Is he?
Rusty? Okay.
No,
his
there's
team's
3
there.
of them. There's 3
His
of them.
team's there now. I mean, there's 3 of them, but there's no supports here.
That's true.
So they should.
And they
still
are
probably
all
back up.
dropping
Okay.
pretty low.
Okay.
There's a Sonic inside of Uber.
Yum, I guess.
Ekram going for the flank kill. Uber also going for one.
Oh, Maple gets caught.
Maple falls, but the dragon from Ekram was better than Strudel's. He takes him out. The beat from Glitch to help them engage here. The shatter comes down, bringing down 3, and Uber Ul's getting 2.
All pressing Q.
All pressing
press
Q,
Q.
and it's working.
There we go. They
Only
I
one's
just.
left, and he can't touch the point.
Ooh, that was good though. That was a good re-engage.
That
They
was-
were
that was
almost
really
caught
great
up on the high
re-engage.
ground though, but Uber went up to high ground, found Maple, and was probably just yelled at Rusty. Hey, Rusty, there's a Doom over here. Can you use your shotguns to shoot his tank box
Exactly.
for me? And you know, Rusty was like,
The
sure
double team,
thing,
yeah.
bud, and just showed up like, oh, there goes Maple. That flank.
The double team onto him, yeah. Definitely helped.
Yeah, that's just unlucky Maple being caught out there.
That was a great beat from Glitch to help them engage though as well.
Yep.
The
Wonder if
shatter,
they're
the beat.
They kind of just we need to press Qs here because it's overtime, you know.
Yep.
And they did it.
You know, we were worried about them using dragons that early, and then they go and just prove us wrong. They didn't need that.
Okay, now this is interesting. They're trying some different stuff, but they're probably gonna change it and make me look like an idiot. Unless,
That's per usual. Unless
I mean, it's
the
not
Strudel
very
Widow?
hard to make me look like an idiot.
Strudel Widow. Ekram is on Ash.
Strudel?
Maple is on Reaper. I almost just said Kree. I was looking at Uber as I said that.
Okay.
I was looking at Uber as I said that. So in my defense.
This is just Rush, but instead of the cowboy, you have the cow gal, which is interesting.
Oh, nope. He is now on Hanzo again.
Follow my lead.
We're good.
This is fine. Hanzo has more pure pressure than Ash. You're just kind of hoping that he farms the
Alright,
dynamite and the bobs, but if Rusty can just eat those though.
Will we see
Never mind.
the Uber hotel flank again? Will we see it?
It's kind of
Kraken taking some high ground here. Both of the lamps are out and down.
Ooh.
And Invictus does fall very early on in this fight.
Rusty is hard checking
Rusty having
Ephraim.
some fun, and Uber is having some extra fun. Kraken does manage to take out Potato, but it is for nothing.
This is a pretty good situation. Look at their ults coming up for
is.
Golems.
Both of
Rusty,
these teams tapped very fast.
Rusty didn't really get his ults because he was too busy body checking Ephraim on high ground.
He was,
I mean,
yeah.
he doesn't have a pocket, so it's kind of easier. I mean, Baptiste kind of have a weird angle to throw healing things up there, but he's not even really that close to Bob.
They are taking this engage up here. Strudel with the dragon coming in. The lamp is forced out from the PMAs, but Potato does fall, as does Invictus. Both Reinhardts are now out of the fight, but this seems to be a win.
Respawns are better for the Golems, though.
Oh, Strudel keeps getting headshots.
The respawns are so much better, but Bob is coming up soon. Just needs like 1 shot or 2 shots, then he can throw Bob and point to act like a pseudo tank until his tanks get back. There it is.
Out there, and out comes a shatter, but the boop stops.
They need to melt him. They need to melt
High Noon
him.
gets one. Strudel gets another. Strudel gets another. And there are only 2 left to contest the point, just a ball, and the Diva's coming back from spawn right now. And that's going to be a map win for the Golems.
They kind of got their stuff together. I still think it's a bit, I mean, you're kind of just running the Lucio versus like a pocket for an Echo half the time, so it's kind of weird trying to set the pace, because the pace setting for the PMAs for that kind of comp is just alright. How quickly will Ikrim kill 6?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a lot simpler with the Golems. It's just like, how quickly can we press E on Lucio and melt their Reinhardt? And hope, and they just need to hope that it's faster than Ikrim getting a pick.
Yep. And honestly, Potato is doing a fantastic job of just running over the Reinhardt.
I mean, Rusty's also
exactly.
Rusty was checking the DPS pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. Rusty was doing a great job of that as well. You're right.
Marty's here.
Here's Marty.
Oh no, he's here.
And we are getting a bio break apparently.
Ad break.
I don't think that's for us, but you know, it is what it is.
Do we have any sponsors we can chill? I've been informed we have no sponsors. Someone sponsor us. Any local companies want to sponsor us? Home Depot? Maybe?
Home Depot.
Yeah, it's very local. Most local company I know.
Of course.
So Marty is here, and Marty is kind of he can really like solidify their backline, I think.
I would like to point out in the match that we did play against the PMAs, we did see Marty on the off tank quite a bit. So I'm wondering if maybe that's what they're trying to pull out here.
I think we also saw him on support though too.
We did.
Even we also saw Flom rather than Bashki.
Yes, we saw quite a few different comps.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if one of these comps is going to be better than the other, though. If they have Marty in, is that going to, even like on off tank, I mean, will that help them win this next map?
Kraken's been kind of goated on the off tank.
Kraken has been doing very well.
I don't know. I'm too lazy to do the math, so I don't know if they can run Marty with Bashki, because they're able to do it with Flom, but Flom is also listed lower SR. That's true. So I don't really know if Marty can be put in here and like where he can be without like, you know.
That's a really good point. I actually completely forgot about the SR count.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yes.
I think of these things.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the smart one.
Someone quote that. It didn't show up on stream, but the person in my ear said that Fedora is the smart one. I agree.
This is a lie. He just has the calculator.
I do have the document open.
He does have the calculator. Oh, make me talk to myself, please.
I mean, she probably.
I do it every single day, anyways. I already do it. It's fine.
Anyways, so where are they gonna go? Because the weird thing is with the Golems tank lineup is that both play main tank, and Rusty's showing pretty good off tank on the Diva.
Yes.
And what did Potato play when Rusty was on Monkey? Did he play Zarya?
He did play Zarya, yes.
So what the heck are they doing? They have, if it's a Monkey comp, they do Potato Zarya and Rusty Winston. But if it's a Ryan comp, it's Rusty Diva and Potato. I do know. It's just weird how they just have just 2 flex tanks, just like just flip flop. Pun.
Funny.
It really wasn't though. Anyways, okay, so looks like they are putting Marty in, and I just gonna guess this works.
Marty in for River, yeah. And another thing that I did notice is on the first map we did have Llama King in instead of Glitch. I'm wondering if that's maybe also kind of part of their thing with the whole the Winston comp versus the
They did it because, you know, Moira in the Overwatch League recently was like, Moira kind of just farms Coalescence, and we kind of did that, but I don't think the Coalescence is farmed like all that quickly.
I'm wondering if they're trying to have Lamacking in for any of the double bubble or like any of the Winston ones, I guess. Rather than glitch. Or if
Or
that's
maybe
just,
they're
I don't know,
just
maybe them just having them both get playtime. I don't know.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. But let's also the Uber and Strudel have been holding their own against the other DPS line because I mean Ikrim's doing a lot of work on that damage scale, but I don't think he's securing as many kills as he was in his last match. Which
and Uber on the flanks as McCree has been getting like a decent amount of value with it. Especially like through Hotel on that last map. He kept distracting the entire enemy team and like dragging back like 3 of them to the point where their Reinhardt was just kind of left all alone. Once again, just kind of isolating him. We did get a sub in here. Ribro and Marty are now swapped out, so Marty is in, Ribro's out. So we will be seeing the Marty support. I don't know if this is a legal roster. I'm gonna assume it is.
I'm just assuming it is.
Either that or they probably asked.
Because why? Why would they put a weird roster in, you know?
Yeah.
Rude.
Who would put a weird roster in?
It does work. It does work.
It does?
I actually already calculated this at some other point. Cool.
Great. This is an excellent map choice for the PMAs as well, though, because once again, Ekram and Maple have been kind of showing their stuff, especially in the first map.
His long sightlines are just very good.
Yeah.
But it's also Ekram not on the Echo.
I
guess he only wanted to bully us.
I know, right?
So rude.
We will be seeing the Maple Widowmaker, though. So it's going to be double sniper on the side of the PMAs as the Winston here takes the high ground. Invictus poking at Rusty and Uber up top, trying to force them down. Ekram manages to get a pick on Strudel in the back. And Maple is now on the Tracer, trying to tickle his way up to
a bit more traditional.
To the Baptiste up here, but the Bap lamp is forced out. Invictus also jumping in, and Charlie falls to Invictus. This is going to be a clean fight. Actually, not much of a fight. It was kind of just Ekram.
It's kind of just Ekram getting the picks with the Hanzo, and then and Invictus kind of soft diving their high ground to where Charlie was just cut off.
Yeah, there was a great bit of coordination in there where Maple managed to bring Charlie very low to force out the lamp and to also force the D.Va to come back and help. And Invictus just jumped in. Invictus picking off Uber, and Ekram dragons the bridge to keep them off the point, but there were already 2 tanks sitting on top of it, trying to prevent them from pushing any further. Strudel is picked off in the backline by Maple, and the Winston ult comes in to knock them off the point. Potato does manage to pin the Mercy, but it does not save them from capping.
Alright, the Golems need to change something up, because they're playing so defensively, but that kind of just works. They're not really playing a defensive comp, though. That's the thing. Because they have the Lucio. They're not using the speed if they're playing defensive. Because they're not even kiting. They're not playing roofed. So Monkey just like, alright, there's some isolated people. Monkey time. Kind of just separates them. And then Maple is also in the back line. Kind of just dueling Strudel. And Strudel is just like not getting much help either, so...
The lamp was forced out of Charlie just a second ago. Strudel getting a pick onto Maple, and a nano goes onto Invictus as Winston with a grab coming in from Kraken, getting 2, technically 3. Glitch jumped into it with a beat to save his team, and a massive shatter and a great bomb to combo with it.
There you go.
That's gonna be a clean fight for the Golems right there.
Good momentum reset. They also have High Noon, Dragon, and Window coming up versus a Pulse Bomb. Ekrim also swapping to the Widow. Monkey ult coming up soon, and they have defensive Valk or maybe an aggressive Valk. But I think if they're just gonna hold high ground, Strudel's also putting low ground right, which is not where I think you want to be. But
Strudel's having fun. Leave him be.
He's having a great time. But I think with this Lucio, you need to kind of force an engage before they do. There's the Pulse.
Yep, Maple thrown on Pulse, does not get anything, but Ekram does. Maple was taken out, Kraken takes out the Reinhardt here, and it is only Lucio heals on the behalf of the Golems. With the Winston ult just kind of knocking them back away from the points even further. Lamp comes out from Charlie to hopefully prevent any kind of, you know, headshots from Widow.
That was just honestly unfortunate because the pulse bomb got stuck on Reinhardt, but then the BAP instantly gets popped, so he can't be healed up after that pulse bomb.
Yeah. And a nice sleep from Marty onto the Reinhardt helps to secure a kill for Maple, but it does not matter as two of them fall. Two of the PMAs fall. Three of the PMAs fall, and Ekram is forced to use sights as he tries to get a pick and help his team back out of this. Invictus managing to get out, escaping with his life.
He escaped the enclosure again.
He did.
He's free. He's a free chimp. Oh, that.
Oh! The trade. Albeit one of them has a res.
Do they have
they will
it
not
up?
be using it. Apparently not.
It's not on cooldown. As you can see in the overlay. Now it's up.
Now it's up. Yep. There it is.
And it's on Monk.
It is still currently
Maple's just chilling in their backline, and there's the monkey.
The numbers are still currently in. Oh, a nice eat from Rusty Goomba and a massive shatter from Mr. Unbind Shift over here, who did not actually shift into the team. Uber cleaning up the shatter as Ekram, who had swapped to the Kree, was left all alone.
They did use. So they used beat and bomb there. I was gonna say I think they're gonna want to have that beat back, but they're definitely gonna want to have that bomb back.
Yeah.
I mean, Rusty here should be looking to eat this pulse because it's fat.
Yeah, fat figure from Rusty.
Here's the pulse. It missed this time. All the Dragon's in.
Dragon does not get anything, but it does isolate the Winston as Uber is using High Noon in order to counteract the Winston ult, and Ekram is on the flank, trying to see if he can pick off something over here as Rusty contests him over on the right side.
Rusty found them.
Team then proceeds to follow.
Eco's being a little bit creative with these positions.
He is.
He's not getting punished for it by Rusty, because Rusty is just looking for him. Like,
Rusty
hey,
is
team,
hunting him down.
I found them.
Yeah.
All right, now let's just chase him. I mean, it's not many. 45 seconds left. They should have Nano here. They're gonna use Valk, and they do have High Noon and Pulse Bomb maybe at the tail end of this last fight. But Window and Shatter coming up, and Beat also coming up. So they finally have that Beat back. They even need that last fight.
And they will have Beat in time for a grab, I believe, here. Lamp is forced out from Charlie, but it does go down very quickly. Strudel picking off Maple as High Noon is forced out from Ekram, and Strudel! Oh my god, Strudel! You know, before this match we were saying how, like, the DPS line for the Golems might not look as strong or as promising as the PMAs, but Strudel's showing up. Lamb comes out from Charlie as Invictus and Bashi are just trying to stagger the point and recontest here. Uber's taking them both out. Wow.
Bro, why?
That was a turn of events.
I'm actually enraged. I'm enraged. Why is Ikram playing Kree? Why isn't he bullying these people on Echo? I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
I think he was doing better as the Echo. I feel like as the Kree here, he's been trying to go for some of those risky flanks. I mean, mentioned, and Rusty has been shutting him down.
They're running the Mercy too, so there's not really much. I mean, you can pocket a Kree, but he's also just on flanks. Yeah. So he's not. Mercy isn't really actually following him.
Mercy is not all that valuable here. It just seems like a kind of heal botting a little bit.
Yeah.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, the healing numbers.
17k heals on the side of the Golems as opposed to the 8.9 for
Yeah, I mean it's double bubbles, so not taking as much damage because the bubbles and the monkey dives, but still.
10k after a single round when they don't even get all the way to the end. That's a lot of healing.
Yeah, but also still the damage numbers from the DPS. I mean, Not as insane as on King's Row for a difference, but still not. Still showing that Ikrim is kind of putting a good amount of work, despite.
And Ekrim is back on the Echo as well.
With the Mercy.
With the Mercy pocket. Mercy's taking a little bit of a detour here over on the far side.
I think Invictus. Oh, nope.
And
he found them.
Rusty is taking a fight with Invictus. His Maple is on the flank, going all the way into their spawn. The bubble is forced out, and Invictus does go down. But Ekrim in the backline trying to take out Strudel.
Oh, the combo.
He does. Uber managing to take. Oh, sorry. I already said that. Rusty trying to put some pressure on these DPS in the backline.
Oh, Uber falls to the pocketed Echo, though. And he's still full HP.
Lamp is forced out from Charlie as well. And they still have not been able to take out the Echo.
They had such a good start there. They were getting the picks, but they focused so much on the Echo that their front line kind of got ran over eventually because their resources were being focused on the Echo rather than helping the front line. So then their front lines run over, and then the front line of the PMAs just show up to help Ikrim eventually.
Yeah. Even with the lamp, Charlie couldn't make it out.
And Pulse is also coming up with Nano. And
they are going to be taking the high ground here. Or the Golems will be taking the high ground here. Maple is coming up behind with a nice little sticky ready to go. Uber forcing the recall. Now comes the sticky. Sticky gets nothing, and Maple does pay for that and is punished. A copy onto the Diva as Rusty is forced to back up to help his Lucio get out and away from this copy.
There goes the Mercy, though.
There goes the bomb and the remake from the copied Echo.
Okay, but the Golems are kind of split here. They kind of need to regroup somewhere and then continue taking this fight. But there goes Rusty.
Rusty Bomb is in, and Rusty Bomb gets nothing because of the bubble. And that's another 2 picks for the DPS of the PMAs, and the PMAs are just cleaning this up right now.
Yeah.
Like, it looks so promising at first.
It looks so promising,
like the
but
Golems are gonna take it, and then they didn't.
They spend so much time trying to get down one target, mostly Ekrim, but they don't get him even when they're up, and then there are people who aren't actually looking at him, who are stuck in the front line waiting for his team to come back after they kill Ikrim. They just never show up because he never dies.
Yep. Uber and Rusty are doing a great job of just shutting down this Tracer, though. Right now, honestly, it seems like Ekrim is doing the most for his team. It doesn't seem like Maple's getting all that much value as opposed to him.
A good distraction.
And a nice shatter in to counteract the grab and delay that. Uber getting Ekrim out of the sky, finally. And Strudel takes out Invictus as well. Charlie cleaning up Maple. And Bashi trying to get out with his life by using the Valk, and Marty does go down.
They have only Dupe to re-engage here, so I think they may just let this go.
And only 3 of them are up right now.
No, there's Invictus.
Window in from Charlie, and the fire strike. Ekrim standing on the point, cracking his bomb.
What is he back here? Hello?
Kraken somehow managed to survive that entire fight, but he does finally fall in the lamp with Charlie in as well. Ekrim forced out of the dupe and does fall to Strudel. Uber once again coming out big, killing 2 in that last fight.
Hey, but then
Unbind shift then proceeds to shift in.
The important question is, where was Kraken?
Where was Kraken?
What sewer was he hiding in? Oh, he was just mad chilling. Holy smokes.
Man was on the flank, and Charlie overextends, getting picked off.
That's not very good.
This is Tracer
they're gonna need to get that regroup here, but then also they're probably just they're just backing.
Glitch is kind of contesting the point a little bit.
Hope he doesn't
get mind him. He's a slippery little frog. Strudel gets a big pick on a Marty as an Ana down, and the res is coming in. 2 bubbles used to help prevent the kill on the res there. Out comes a bomb from Rusty, getting 1. And the dragon from Strudel also forcing them off of the high ground. Cannot save anything there. And Rusty takes out another. A nice flash from Uber. Uber does fall to Maple as Potato is flanking all the way behind, attempting to charge one of the tanks, but does not get any of them. Strudel, no! Strudel is getting beat into a corner by an ulting Winston as Charlie's getting chased by a Tracer in the back. Pulse Bomb out from Maple, and the beat is out as well from Glitch. And that seems like it's a nice fight on behalf of the Golems. Uber also ulting in the back to force them off the cart as they just managed to push it straight up.
That's another one for the Golems. That's okay.
Interesting.
I mean, the coordination on the coordination with the tank line seems a lot better from the Golems than from the PMAs. But I mean,
agree.
Still, it's the Strudel. I mean, especially
Strudel has been popping this past map.
I mean, that's just a lot. He's actually, those are just some clean shots. The logs kind of just connected. I mean, Rusty's also doing very well checking Ikram. And
he is, yeah.
Potato kind of just doing main tank things, being like, all right, you give me the space? No? Well, I'll take it from you.
Yeah.
The support line also.
It's so weird, because like, on paper, it seems like the PMAs would be so much stronger in the DPS category, and then Strudel and Uber just showing up and saying no.
Both playing above the SR.
Far above your SR, yeah.
Also, I mean, even though, like, Maple's been doing work on the Tracer, but maybe, like, I don't know. Both DPS lines seem to be showing up, but I think the Golems one is showing up more than we expected.
I definitely agree. I think Ekram on the Korea, especially on that last map, was not getting anywhere near enough value when compared to what he was getting on the Echo.
Even on Hanzo, because he got decent amount of picks on Hanzo in the first point. I don't know. And Kraken's also doing work on the Zarya, kind of just popping off on the damage category.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the monkey dives are really getting a whole lot all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, he is following up on some damage from like Hanzo or from like Maple, but I don't know. It's kind of just relying a lot on Ikram to get these starting picks.
Yeah.
Which maybe it's a little bit too reliant.
Mm-hmm. And the Rusty once again coming up and just shutting down both of the DPS, constantly being in their face and on them, while Potato is just able to kind of walk forward as well. It's interesting that the Winston versus Ryan duel kind of played out the way it did here, with just the Winston just kind of getting walked all over instead of jumping onto the back line or anything like that. He just kept taking those kind of close fights with a Reinhardt.
I still think, however, the focus when Ikram's in the backline is still a bit questionable, because they take so long to try and get him down. They don't eventually get him, and then their front line gets ran over. So
it takes a very long time for them to...
I mean, if the PMAs can like use that to their advantage, they may be able to like finish off the series with them on top. But right now, what is it? It's 2-1 in Golem's favor.
Yep.
That's
not how I expected this to go.
Golem's kind of just showing people like, hey, we can do stuff. Don't worry.
KR, but Winter, this time, I wish. Let's go back to King's Row, have more fun.
No. You know? Eichenwald, but Halloween, because there's a dumb turret spot only on the Halloween version.
I hate the Halloween Eichenwald, because there's a, on the bridge part, like when you're coming back from the defense spawn there.
Yeah.
By like second point defense spawn, if you go through like the right door, only on the Halloween map are there these fences that like prevent you from getting booped on that side. And it infuriates me because I always try and boot people off there.
A first point turret spot kind of cracked on Halloween Icon.
That is true. I have seen that spot. That's a fun spot.
No one looks at it, and it's great. and then they all get confused, like, huh? That's a spot? And then the next time they play normal Eichenwald, they're just like, wait, that's not a spot?
Nimbani it is.
Great.
This should be a good map for them. I like
Rusty.
this. I like this.
Okay, there we go. There's Lamakin in. So maybe it does have
Lamakin,
something to do with what they want to do with the tank line, because Rusty's probably going to be playing Winston for the majority of this.
I think that's what it is. I think they might be going the Moira Lucio again then.
I don't know. Maybe
Maybe.
because I don't. The defense is just for first point at least can be kind of split. So I think you kind of want the Ana for most of it.
I don't know.
Unless
I
they
don't know
try
what
and
they're
play
planning.
like, unless they do like the aggro rush with dive tanks, then they can still go with the
Maybe.
Moira. I'm just gonna guess that the PMAs are gonna stick with the same stuff though.
I'm guessing that as well, actually.
Maybe E-Complete pulls out the Widow though.
Oh, they are.
I don't know.
I think it would be smarter of him to go with the Echo though. I think that
skyboxes and the angles you can take on Echo kind of massive. So I would also expect that, but
this
I mean,
is a
he
really
hasn't
good map
getting
for that high ground contestability.
yeah, he just hasn't been getting like as much value as maybe he like wants. So that's kind of why he's kind of gravitating towards other heroes.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm no psychiatrist, psypersonist, but I'm not.
Cypersonist?
Psypersonist.
Oh,
All right,
brutal on the Echo.
Okay, so we're doing this. Interesting. And then they're on Rhine, so they're just gonna try and push high ground then. Trying to dive.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of double bubble coming in from the Golems. With the Kree and the Echo, with a Mercy as well.
But also we do still have... Okay, now it's on Reaper, so it's... But they don't have speed again.
I think the PMAs just confuse us. I think the PMAs just very much enjoy confusing me.
Orb in this economy.
In this economy, indeed. Don't you hate Torb on this map?
I mean, Overwatch League players keep doing it for some reason and it doesn't go well for them. Until it does, then I'm very sad. Because I'm like, bruh, you didn't even do anything. Your team just got picks and you're lucky. Anyways.
Alright, we're gonna see a little bit of an Echo duel here. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but they are pushing the high ground now as well. And sadly, Potato does fall, so does Strudel. And Rusty gets slept by Marty and pays for it. Uber is forced to back up here and will fall as well.
I'm pretty sure.
He did take out Ekram in return, but the res does come right back onto it, and that's another.
I wasn't watching too closely, but I'm pretty sure Ikram's job here was just to push out Ana. Ana has to hide in that room and can't hear their tank line.
Yeah.
I think that's what the plan was there, and then. You know, it's Echo with a Mercy Pocket. It's kind of hard to kind of poke him down, especially for Strudel at that range with the projectile character.
For sure.
Kind of needs to get a bit closer, and this Rusty. No, Rusty.
And Strudel is in there. Strudel.
Run, Strudel! No.
I thought he was gonna get out. He didn't. No.
Okay, now they're on. Okay, so they did swap to D.Va Reinhardt as well.
Yeah, they did. Taking the rush duel here.
They need to reset. They need to reset. They keep getting picked. And that's a pause.
Hello?
Who does is it? Wait, is autopause on? Usually you wait till the fight's over though. But see, oh, he's back now. Is there?
Yeah, DC autopause.
Understand.
All right.
Well,
that's kind of sad.
Looks like we're about to see someone not. Oh no, never mind. I looked at the wrong Echo HP.
Down goes the Echo Mercy. And Rusty is forced out of mech as well, trying to die quickly so he can reset with his team. Uber also trying to back up here.
First reset rounding the second corner though, so I don't even think they get a touch here.
I don't think so either.
I think they get a good touch here. I think Streets Raids just went the way of how Numbani Streets Raids goes and it's already over.
Yep.
So unless Unbind, nope, they're just not going to. That's a good move. They do move to they're moving to a more rush style.
Riddle did swap onto the Hanzo, and Llama King did swap onto the Moira as well. Uber going for one of his infamous flanks here, taking the high ground, trying to get something up here. As the Nano goes onto Invictus, Invictus shattering down 3 of them, but the boop to save his team. Oh my god, Charlie coming up big for them. And Maple gets 2 with the Blossom. Invictus also taking out an additional 2. That's 4 down for
the issue with them not even having a really good fight and also swapping comps after second. They only have High Noon because that's the only character they've stayed on. They have tank ults coming up, but they're not ready here. So this fight's gunning to go long, which could just benefit Ikram getting
Brutal
his picks.
taking out Maple very early on here. And a bomb comes in from Kraken, getting two with that. Oh my god.
And there's gonna be more bombs coming in soon because the dupe on.
Yep, Ekram dupe on Scoot. The Diva takes out another one, and Rusty taking out two with his own bomb. And Invictus taking out another with a fire strike. I almost thought that was gonna be a rematch kill for Ekram, but it wasn't. Got stolen. That's sad. Charlie did take out Invictus in return, and Ekram's left all alone in the back line here, trying to get out, trying to die.
There we go. Now the Golems can catch their breath, being like, all right, second point never exists anyway. They do have. Golems have such good ult advantage here. They have Cole coming up. They should have beaten like 1 or 2 fights, and then the PMAs they don't got nothing. So they're still running the Reinhardt.
Sir Reaper chilling up on high ground. Don't mind him.
He's a sniper. Best sniper.
He is a sniper. Yes. We're gonna see a little bit of an engage here. That is a fantastic shadow, bringing down 2. The dragon's in from Strudel as well with another shadow, bringing down 2 more as well. Oh, and Marty did use the nano on Ekram to keep him up and to give him some more damage. Deep onto the Hanzo from Ekram, but Ekram takes out Strudel. The Hanzo diff has been established once again, and that should be a clean take.
They had the
Only
ult.
Charlie's not on point.
They had the ult advantage, but the Nano and Akram kind of just forced them to play a little bit too passive. Even though the Coalition was able to keep Potato alive through the Echo Beam that was Nano boosted, it's still, he wasn't able to swing because he's like, oh no, I'm kind of just getting beamed, can't do too much here. Maybe, I think they probably should have used the ults more aggressively there because they waited for the Plymouth to make their move and try to go in after that. But if you make your move first and then they're like, we react, but they don't have a plan, they're kind of screwed. You gotta initiate your plan before theirs.
I want to point out on the few previous maps that the Golems actually won, one of the things that we've noticed the most is just the heals difference. And here you really don't see a heal difference.
Indeed.
On Real, so we saw Charlie sitting there with 10k healing in the first round alone, and now it's like 5k on both sides.
Yeah.
Which I believe the PMAs actually have more heals right now as well.
I mean, the Golem's hard staggered second, so they didn't even have any support at any moment. But I mean, once again, with this Moira instead of the Baptiste, they need to have these fights go quick before Moira runs out of sauce.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and so far that has not been the case. Or I guess it has been, but not in the way that they want it to.
Exactly.
We're gonna see them pushing up on high ground here, trying to force them out. Invictus. Wow. There goes all of his health immediately.
I need to watch.
And Bashi might be looking for the res. Another kill onto Kraken. Both tanks are now down for the count on the side of the PMAs. And ooh. Yep, Strudel's taking out 2 of the Storm Arrow as well. Who needs a hit scan when you have Storm Arrow? Potato came out big there, just pushing straight up into them and swinging his hammer away. Oh.
I mean, once again, no. I mean, this time, okay, once again, you kind of just rolled first. First point just doesn't exist for some reason.
Apparently.
Look at the ult difference for the main tank. I mean, Invictus, despite dying like 2 seconds flat, still got like a good amount of his ult. But, I mean, Potato kind of do have a little decent amount more. Strudel coming up on Dragon. Uber's gonna be reset on his ultimate, though. Yeah. And that's unlucky. Coalescence coming in, so hopefully they push aggressively with Coalescence on this next point just to rush through Street's phase.
You know, at least he gets close spawn.
Yeah, he does.
He does. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the PMAs are already there.
Yeah, they're regrouped, but they have Cole. They can take this aggressively. Or they can just
nice shatter comes in with a a Coalescence to follow it up, cleaning up the fight.
There we go.
That was gorgeous from Potato. Already even
again.
get the sleep onto Rusty so he couldn't get any ult charge, but whew. How many was in that shatter?
Junegle with
5?
the dragon. I mean, it was enough. Only real ult here for PMAs is Dupe coming into this fight. I mean, if it just won't get shattered in the fight, and they will have Nano coming up
Nano.
too. I just
Could
saw
be a
that.
deadly combo.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's an early dragon. They should speed in on this.
Isolate Invictus, but they do not speed it. And in comes the Dupe onto the Reaper, taking out the Diva mech as well. TPing in and getting nothing with the Reaper ults.
I mean, it forced their backline
Marty
more
is killing a lot
foolish at
too.
this point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now we see a different. Now the ult's kind of looking favored in PMAs because they have
Is
Blossom
Sunday
coming up.
next? Does he Sunday, not a Friday?
Unless,
Unless.
I mean, they have. Oh, there goes Ikram. They should push. They should check that shatter. Then there's a block.
They blocked the shatter. Bomb comes in, does take out Strudel, and the Res does get off onto Invictus, as well as Maple getting value with that Death Blossom taking out the Reinhardt.
This fight's kind of
Comes
split here,
a
though.
bomb from Rusty getting. Oh, he does get one with the remix, but
Wait.
it is only Charlie left
work?
standing. I don't know.
He killed him with a mech call down, but Baby Diva still died. And also, we now see
know.
Ikram on the Tracer.
Ekram Tracer, yeah.
I think they should swap off the Mercy then. Next time Boschke dies, probably. But there's no ults online for the PMAs, so I mean, just go aggro here.
Ekram's in the back line here, doing his thing. Rusty trying to put some pressure on him, but they have yet to take them off of the high ground here, so they are just getting some free value up top. A fantastic shatter into a dragon, along with the Coalescence to help keep the team up. And Kraken's left standing on the point, trying to contest for as long as he can. Cleanup is in the back, though, with Uber and Strudel both getting quite a few here.
I mean, they had high ground, but they don't have characters to really abuse the high ground here, because they had
That's
like
true.
a Rapier and a Diva, 2 shotguns on high ground.
Krim is now
do
back
with
on the Echo as well, so I guess we will not be seeing him swap off of the Mercy.
I mean, both tanks coming up soon. They
Rufus
have both
Peaky up
support
top,
ults.
trying to get something from up
And
top. And a
yeah.
shatter comes in, shattering 2 squishies for them. And then Nano on top of it as well, making them clean this up nice and quickly for them. Uber's just hanging out behind. Don't see me, don't see me. Nope, they
Run
saw him.
away!
Run, Uber,
Run away! And he's fine. Yeah, okay, there. Yes, go high ground.
Now they're
yes.
taking the high ground, yep.
Yes, high ground.
Strudl's gonna continue poking from low ground as he does.
Okay, getting him. Okay.
Nope,
And
they are not taking high ground, I guess.
They threw them up high ground. So
Using a dragon to push in again, once again. Nice
the
move
Reaper
for Strudel,
behind.
taking out 3 of them as well. He
Blossom
actually does
behind.
get one with the dragon, but he does die to the Death Blossom from Maple. As
Strudel
the
has
tanks continue to push into the spawn. Rusty does lose mech, but he does take out Ekram in return.
There we go.
And Maple does finally
Maple's
go down
held
on
that
the
point for so long, though.
He
that
did.
The tanks are
And
coming
they
back.
actually
PMAs.
managed to take out Rusty because of the stall.
They're. I don't know if they
Yeah,
want
the
to fight
Golems
this
are
yet.
forced
There
to
we go.
back out here. They may have won the battle, but they lost the slightly longer battle, I guess.
Sure, let's go with that one. Makes you look like an idiot rather than me, so I like it.
You know what? That's rude. Nice beat in from Charlie there.
Strudel's
Trying to
being
keep his
bullied
team up,
again.
and it does allow Invictus to fall there. Strudel does fall to Ekram as Ekram uses bomb, tries to get the remake kill, does not get it. And it is a duel between a 1 HP Uber and a slightly less 1 HP Ekram in the back line here. And Uber does fall to Ekram.
This is looking like a long drawn out fight.
A
but
nice shatter
I
from
mean-
Potato as he gets 3 with it. Taking out another one with his shift key. And he is allowed to swing away. Taking out an additional Maple and also then being able to walk all over Kraken and Mech. Well, of course, they're isolated on the high ground here.
Oh,
And down goes the
Charge.
Ana for the PMAs, down goes the Mercy for the PMAs, and that is another cap.
I was scared there for a bit that it was just gonna be the Busan drum map again, them taking this drawn out staggered fight, them being split their entire time. But I mean, the Shatter just lands, and then
Shatter does land.
it landed, and then there goes the tank line of the PMAs.
Tato has been showing up, yeah, for sure. It's interesting now that both hybrid maps have gone the full distance here.
I mean, it's still. I mean, the attack from the PMAs looked a lot more decisive, though.
That's true. That's true.
They're rewarded with that with the pretty good chunk of time bank.
Mhm.
And also we see now an Ashe, whereas they're not. Looks like they're
sticking with the
rush.
same thing, yeah.
Sticking with the
This
rush
seems
on
to
attack.
be this seems to be a favorite comp of theirs for the golems at least. Just the Reaper, the Hanzo, then the Moira Lucio.
It's working. So.
It does seem to be working. And the heal difference is slightly better now. I
mean,
will say that.
Lucio's kind of just.
Lucio is
He has
Lucio.
more damage than healing, which is kind of weird, but you know.
Lucio is Lucio. Don't mind him.
He's a funny frog.
Slightly disappointed that the Mercy has 0 damage and 0
That is a
kills.
shame. When zero
What a shame.
nanovalks. Zero nanovalks.
How dare they?
Oh,
See?
that's an unlucky dynamite.
Aww.
I feel so sad.
They will be taking the engage up top here as well.
That's a huge purple.
A nice anti comes in from Marty.
And the dynamite.
3 of them, but Invictus still falls. Will they get the res? Will they get the res? They're going to get the res. Oh, yeah, they got the res. But Invictus is caught out still here as well. Rusty dropping very low. Rusty is now out of mech, and Uber does get the pick onto Invictus, but Rusty Goomba does fall. Potato just chilling on point, just standing there, don't mind him. Potato does fall, but Kraken does as well. All of the tanks are now out of this fight
They
right
need
here.
to reset here. They need to reset. They cannot have a drum map Busan issue again.
Shurtle gets a pick on a Maple as Uber teleports in, forcing the Ana off of the high ground and into a tiny enclosed room. The Nano comes onto Ekram so that he can stay up, and the dupe is on to the Diva as well. Invictus is having a ball chill around point. Nice little spin happening. Ekram uses bomb, tries to get a remat kill, gets nothing with it. But
It did hit Potato though.
It did get some damage. And a real bomb comes in from Kraken. Does not get anything. Uber trying to get another huge Blossom. Does not get anything. And Maple is free to take the high ground here. Nice dynamite in from Maple as well. The dragon was used to try and force them to back up, but it was for nothing. And
this is the drum map all over again.
It really was.
They were down. They kept fighting because the other people were down. But it's like, all right, they have the respawns already coming in. They died first. But I don't know. It was looking good, but in the end, you probably just want to regroup and contest with going at 6 again.
You just wanna, you want the full 6v6.
Another thing is that, you know, that first purple, it was like, oh, that's a lot. So, but, I don't think. I mean, I quickly checked Llama King's POV, and when they were like going out of that room, he had no sauce on left click. So that's also another thing. Like, I mean, the tank's probably expecting, all right, we still have more healing, but little did you know, you are purple and you're out of juke.
Yep.
As they continued to go in. So
Not one for standing around.
I feel like as soon as that was starting to happen, they need to take it a bit slower, let Moira get the juice back, and then they need to go in. Then they can go in after.
And that's the tricky part with running the Moira rush, because as soon as you run out of juice, it's just bad news for you.
Healing Orb can only do so much in this
It
situation.
really can.
I also think Rusty probably could have focused a little bit more on eating those nades, because those nades kind of stagnated their push.
That's true. Marty getting some big nays here.
But now they do have Llama King on the Lucio and Charlie on the
Charlie
Baptiste.
onto the Baptiste, yeah.
Maybe they did notice the pitfalls of running the Moira there. Like, let's just not run out. All on the side gun too, so gonna meet them in the rush.
3 minutes on the clock for them. For the PMAs as they push high ground, and a nice pin from Potato, and the lamp comes out too late to save him. There's no way that Bashi can res this though, so they are going to have to take a little bit more time here. Unless Ekram gets the pick onto Uber.
Oh no.
Nice boop from Llama King to try and force them to back up, and a Nano onto the Mercy. Nano Valk, Nano Valk, Nano Valk!
A Glock is out.
0 damage, still 0 damage!
2 kills!
I'm so disappointed.
Strudel gets the dragon.
Another nice anti from Marty, picking off Llama King, and that is a clean take from the PMAs. Guys, I've never been so disappointed. The Nano was on the Mercy, and he still had 0 damage. I've never been so disappointed.
But the thing is...
And I have Connor on my team.
Ah, there we go. I was waiting for that. You don't need a Valk, you just need to be an alpha Chad. I mean... first point, who needs it, right?
Oh man.
I still think
apparently we have some weak bladders here.
I still think the win condition here is maybe play a bit more aggressive from the Golems, try and set the pace a bit more, because Ekram's kind of doing that. Ekram himself, and in the fights that you see it, the PMAs win, it's Ekram setting the pace half the time.
Yeah, Ekram getting a pick early on or something. Every single time it just helps them roll. Like even that last push there, like they traded Reinhardt's, but it was the pick on Uber from Ekram that really sealed it.
Even with Strudel getting 2 picks on when he was down, it's not enough. You can only throw so many logs into so many heads before you start having to throw them in tank hit boxes, you know?
I do want to say Strudel has been very impressive right now. On the Hanzo especially. He's been very impressive this entire series. Sorry, I was going to say season, but I mean, it's just started, so I can't really say that quite yet, at least. Unless...
Wait, is someone using drugs to enhance their gameplay experience? We can't have this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Not in my Christian Overwatch server.
Exactly. Whoa. You don't assume religions here?
Not in my non-specific or religious I don't know these words.
Non-denominational?
My PG Overwatch server. Non-denominational.
No, non-denominational.
Anyways, last map once again going all the way. It's not a 6-map series though. It's only 5. It's not. Come on. Wow,
I will say it's been close. Every single one of these maps has been close.
I do think whenever it's a roll, it's always the PMAs rolling, and I think it's always the Golems just holding it close.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think I just don't think that the Golems are really good at pushing at disadvantage. Because they just always stuck in the back being like, they need to reset, but they just don't. Then they just get rolled for so long.
All here, right? Which I think is honestly a good choice for them.
There's, especially on Village, they have the May sim they could do.
Yeah, exactly.
Studio does like the May. I don't know if Uber plays sim, but I mean, you just put turrets on the point and you just hide down there. But then again,
Uber could go Kree again too.
Yeah.
Uber could have some fun.
The only issue with like bunkering up on Village, even though this isn't Village, is kind of Echo taking the off angle spam.
Yeah, and we are going to see the same comp that we've been seeing from both of these teams. Once again, it's going to be the Rush versus the Double Bubble a little bit. As per usual, the Hanzo Reaper versus the Ekram Echo and the Maple Cree, and then the Moira Lucio versus Ana Mercy.
Oh yeah, they are sticking with the Moira here. So once again, they gotta make these fights
the same comps.
They gotta make these fights go quick before Moira runs out of sauce.
Yeah.
And also,
Both
we
of
do have
these-
Maple.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if Maple swaps to Tracer at one of these points to follow in the dives.
I would not
on
be
his
either,
pulses.
yeah.
Because this Tracer has been
That's an
quite
early
good.
bubble in from Kraken onto the Winston. And a nice flash in from Maple as well. But Invictus does fall to the Fire Strike. Rusty putting some pressure on the Echo here on the right side. I swear I know my directions.
We play Overwatch, we don't.
That's true.
It's all based on which way you're looking, so it's fine.
Yep.
Oh, Strudel.
Strudel getting another pick onto Bashi here. And that's forcing the Echo to back down as well. Invictus should pay for this, right? He does drop very, very low. Manages to get out, and Ekram does get a pick onto Uber as well. But
so many people
returns
low. There we go.
able
There's
to
the
take
call.
out Ekram, and out comes a coalescence from Llama King to help clean this up as Strudel takes out full DPS. And in comes a Nano onto the Winston, but he is booped down, I believe.
He's also
And
kind of
forced
alone.
to back out as the res onto Kraken is allowed. But they are still forced to back out here. That was a very sloppy fight from the PMAs. Strudel is
so
doing
many
so
picks.
much.
Just
The
tons
logs.
of things.
The logs.
I mean, let's look at the ults. There's a decent amount of ults coming in for PMAs, so they should. I would think they win this unless.
In comes
Need to grab
a
here.
poppy from the D.Va, and Ekram does manage to eat the Hanzo Dragon as Maple gets a pick using High Noon. Maple also gets Uber as well. Rusty taking out Bashi. They are down one of their heals, and the Golems. Rusty
I mean,
and
at least it was not a big ult commitment from the Golems. They only use Dragon, it gets eaten by a dupe D.Va. Unlucky, but they use High Noon to get in there. They use dupe to get in there. I'm pretty sure they use Nano. No, they use Nano.
Nano was the previous
before.
fight.
Yeah, I mean, but they do have Valk, they have Primal, they have McGrath coming in. But I mean, both tank ults for both teams, and you have one support ult for both teams. So I think it's kind of even here. That's a huge purple, and the grab.
That is a great grab as well. The grab and the purple with the beat to save it. The beat coming in clutch. That is a fantastic beat from Charlie, and a nice bomb taking out the Echo.
Anti-air bombs, let's go!
And the Mercy trying to go for the res, but will he get out? No, he will not. And a nice purple once again onto the Reinhardt, and Coalescence to help save him and bring it back to life. Rusty losing mech, but Llama King does take out one with the coal.
Yep, and here comes the
Kraken
cleanup.
left all alone.
Bit of a stagger there too, that's unlucky. Maple going on to this Hanzo rather than the Tracer, which we kind of expected.
Yeah.
But Dupes is here, Nano's here, so probably either Nano Monkey or just Nano Echo and just have the dupe there for a second life if needed. We do have Shatter coming up, and we do have Blossom. This is also last fight territory. Could be. There's the Nano.
And Nano onto the Winston as Ekram pops his dupe onto the
Awesome.
D.Va. A nice shatter comes in, bringing down two. Nice pin, and does not get anything with the pin. And the bomb coming in from Ekram does not get anything, but Uber does. Uber gets one with the Blossom as Llama King follows it up with a nice orb. Rusty taking out Maple in return. Maple is on the Hanzo?
Yep.
When did he do that?
He did it when I said he did.
I don't remember this.
Understood.
I also just never listened to you though, so...
I'm aware.
Oh well.
Oh well. I mean, that was kind of clean by the
It was.
Golems there. There's no real like changing of the pace from the PMAs. They got picks every now and then, but it's just it's a lot more
The
support
Hanzo.
for their tank line. With,
The Hanzo from Strudel coming out and
I mean,
showing
yeah.
up.
I mean, even though his damage numbers may not be insane, but it's the picks that matter. Look at
It is.
He has, is that 6 final blows? That's a
That is,
good amount
that
of
is
final
6
blows.
final blows, yeah.
That's a pretty good amount. And especially, he's getting the picks that matter. We also now
Yeah.
see Ikram going on to this Tracer, hoping maybe he can just do
Lift
stuff on his own.
Tracer, yeah.
Maybe also make it so they don't have to, they can put more resources in their tanks so they don't lose the
Gonna be a rush versus a rush here.
Reaper's kind of shooting their guns in sync.
Strudel and Ender are having a little bit of a Uber taking out Invictus. Uber taking out Maple. The Reaper dominance has been established.
That was so unlucky. Charlie booped Maple. Maple panicked and raced into the pit by accident, then TP'd back on high ground into the entire roster of the Golems.
Oh,
That's just you hate to see it. But also we see Ikrim farming up a pulse pretty nicely. Not many ults online that quickly by the Golems though. That's
nice hit onto Invictus from Potato somehow against him. And Strudel takes out Ekram as well. Oh no! Kraken!
Strudel just shoots Kraken. Holy smokes!
Oh my god, I caught that as
to
well.
be boomed.
That's amazing. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
This man just did a little pole dance in order to get away from him.
Get an environmental kill before, but that was one.
I mean, technically it wasn't, but yeah.
Oh,
the shatter! There's Foreman and boop onto the Reinhardt as well. The window was for nothing, and the coal coming in to help clean things up as well.
And
Strudel does fall, and back to the pit does crack and go.
All right, I mean, this is crunch time. This is Cheesy Groove's crunch time.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to be funny. I mean, is Ikrim still chilling?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, don't mind him.
Wait, what? He's Korean? He's back here? Huh?
Wait.
I thought he was still on Tracer.
I thought he was too. Oh well, we're just blind.
That's it. That could be
in from Kraken does not get anything, but the Maple Doom is now on the point with the Dragon coming in from Strudel, and so is a bomb. Charlie managing to take out Maple as Potato also takes out Bashi, and Strudel takes out Marty. There's just a Reinhardt and a D.Va left, and the Rhine falls. D.Va's now out of mech, and there is now an Ashe on right side taken out. That
was a very interesting fight.
That's the third time Crackness ended up in the pit.
Wait, do they have touch?
They do have touch. They do have touch.
Oh, Strudel, no!
Strudel takes out Maple again. A beat in from Charlie as the shatter comes down onto the ball. So much for that stagger. Or that stall.
My goodness.
Ekram's Tracer still dancing on the point, and Llama King establishes the Moira dominance. Llama King's taking out the Tracer. And the D.Va is once again in the pit. That's the fourth time.
Oh my
And that is the series. 3-2. Gaming Golems take this dub.
That's not how I expected this to go.
That is not how I expected it to go either.
The DPS line from the names, the gaming golems kind of just showed that like ARSR may not be the highest, but I mean we're value picks now. Look at us.
They really are.
I mean, I was told that Uber was like practicing his DPS like out of tournament, and oh, he's gone. Where'd he go? Mystery.
Where'd they all go?
But I mean, it definitely showed now. I mean, Strudel also kind of just popping off almost every single fight. He's the Ikrim. He's getting the opening picks every now and then.
Yeah. Strudel came out so big this time around, and I know we keep saying it too, but like it's so impressive too. Like
I mean, he signed up on off. He signed up as off role or his main role. And he's like, nah, this is his main role now.
Yeah, you came into this kind of seeing the whole 4.2 scary Echo playing Ekram, and you're like, oh, that's gonna be the dominant DPS player. But Strudel has been just he heard it. He sensed us thinking it and said, nah,
my time.
It's MVP
candidate Strudel, easy. Who? Konzo? Nah. Strudel's
MVP because
I think Strudel's.
Gotta be honest.
You know.
Strudel.
Yeah,
100% Strudel.
Yeah, I think Strudel gets MVP this time around.
I think Rusty and Potato both had fantastic showings as well. I think Rusty contesting the high ground and contesting the DPS.
Rusty did what he needed to do, and he did it quite well. But I mean,
that's true.
Strudel overall was just consistently doing more than he was asked of.
Exactly.
Especially on this roster.
I agree.
Also,
yeah.
Yeah.
Can we interview him?
I think we go to the lobby because we don't have any people to move people. Is that what we do, Mr. Production?
Strudel.
All right, I'm moving to lounge. I DM'd him. Hello there, MVP the Strudel, the Hanzo carry doing things. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing, mate?
Honestly, I was nervous the entire match. Like after the first map, or like after like the first round of King's Row, was like I gotta play Hanzo. I can't play anything else. I'm just too nervous.
Aww.
I mean, your Hanzo popped off. You were constantly like mirroring
Your
Ikrim
Hanzo was
in the picks.
insane.
Yeah, I mean, usually just a hit or miss. So it's like I guess today was a
You
hit.
hit.
Yeah, you certainly did. You shut up big, especially against, a GM Echo player.
Yeah.
How does it feel knowing that, like, you did this well on, like, your off role? On, like, a role that you weren't even, like, expecting to play for the league?
It's really satisfying, but it's also really satisfying because I have my team to support me. Because I don't think I would have did this well without the support from everyone, like Hardchar, Glitch, Llama King, Uber just playing increased, being stable on that, and then like Riley on the Diva or Unbind Shift Potato on either the Reinhardt or off tank. So
That was adorable. But
How wholesome.
of the 6 of your teammates that played here today, it's the age-old question. Which of them would you choose to be the MVP if it could not be you?
Riley today. Even though he ate a few grabs today, saved my ass a few times, helped me out with the echo when I couldn't like to help focus them down as well.
Yeah.
So. And just the call outs as well. He's always the main caller, so
I did notice, like, especially in Numbani, you were like hard focused.
Yeah.
Like, especially on third point attack, you're like they were like after you so much.
I know. It was like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't build alt charge.
Your team still showed up.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
I mean, they kind of treated you how you guys were cheating Ekrem. They're kind of like you guys kind of hard focused Ekrem and like you're in the back line, and you guys kind of the other team kind of did that to you.
Yeah, so. Even as a DPS, I can't get away from being a support player getting dove.
The pain.
Them sitting on you. It's like, help me up.
Yep. Yeah. This is what you were missing from the support days.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, that was a fantastic game from you, Strudel.
Thank you.
You really showed your stuff, showed your hand, especially your Hanzo.
Thank you.
I think everyone
needs to make a nickname for his Hanzo.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
We're too dumb for that.
I mean, definitely, yeah.
We're too dumb for that. But I think everybody is now kind of thinking of you guys as a bit of a threat.
Yeah, I think like starting off, we still had to get some things sorted out, but I think after a few practices, we're starting to get things rolling.
Yeah. Well, that was a great game for you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys playing in the future. Thanks for coming in, Strudel.
Thanks.
Yeah, good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Sure, mate. Anyways,
alrighty then.
Now we gotta. Also, before I forget, I don't know if is there production for the match tomorrow.
Dear God.
All right. Well, just keep an ear out. There may be a streamed match tomorrow. It'll be Otters versus the Gremlins. So that would be a nice one.
That would be a close one, I think.
Yeah. So just keep an ear out and an eye out for that one. Oh yeah.
All right, that was a great match. Thanks for coming and watching, guys. Thanks for always tuning in. And this has been Flip Flop and Fedora. So, bye.
Whoop-de-doo.